So, Ren, I'm very grateful to be here today because I needed a few answers because I'm feeling lost, which is crazy, spending a lifetime in the industry and you get to 54, 55, and now I'm feeling like it's not the same anymore.
Like, whose face am I wearing?
Very much so.
What bodies? What is this? What is this? Yeah, no.
What is this? I think the biggest change that's hit me is that my hair color is changing because of the gray. I try to fight it, but then I decided I was losing that battle.
I was just going to say how beautiful it is.
Do you think? I'm not sure.
I'm actually loving it.
I had microbladed my brows for many a year, and then I started messing with my hair because my brow and my hair weren't in harmony. And then I realized because the ash of the gray that was pushing through made my brows out of balance. And so then I went and had them removed, which has now left a slight pink hue to tattle removal.
Isn't it lovely?
It's horrendous. So now apparently I have to go for another one, which I will. So, but it's amazing how when the base, when something starts changing and you it was very almost subconscious that my gray was pushing through, which is kind of a fawn. It pushed me all off from my makeup.
Everything changes.
Yes,
I know.
And I felt a little bit lost.
So weirdly, in summer, I changed. I changed my hair color. I went lighter from the rose gold, and I was like, "Why am I looking so tired and pasty?" So it throws everything off. Eyebrows. I've got exactly the same situation. Weirdly, and I didn't know you were going to ask me this, but often with my middle-aged ladies, I am now one. I always say to them, brows really frame your face, and there's truth to that. So
without a doubt.
Home tinting. Yes. This costs you about 140 SA rand from Clicks.
How often would
I do, only because I do a lot of anti-aging treatments.
Yes.
I wouldn't say anti, I say pro-aging.
Yes.
Because
we're
aging.
Nicer.
I know,
exactly.
I know.
It's a compliment age. It's
100%.
Yeah.
It's a blessing.
It's
so
a
let's
blessing.
just shut up and stop moaning about it.
Yes.
But it is what it is.
Correct.
So I'm all about home maintenance. I don't have the time to laminate my brows, tint my lashes, or my brow. I don't do any of that out of home. So I use the Sunday. I call it
and that's very for Dischem Clicks.
Yeah.
Super
my
cheap.
makeover Sunday.
Done. Love it.
Brows tinting is optimum for trying to get the balance right. Don't go wild and do a dark brown or a blue black. Always start with a light brown.
Okay.
An 04.
Okay.
And literally how I do it, I've got a tutorial up and I'll share the link with you.
Okay.
Is you mix two parts. So the two little liquids in the time, you mix them together, half, put them on, clean them up with an earbud, anything that goes. I leave it on for 60 seconds to 2 minutes max. Okay. If I leave it on for longer than that, it tends to look like a little bit like Liza Minnelli. It's not a vibe.
Not a look.
I've left it on because I had too much wine once. I was walking through the house, cooking dinner, and then the next day I was like,
But it washes off quite quickly.
It does.
Okay.
So I do it, I would say optimum is twice a month.
Okay. Lovely.
And
I couldn't agree more. The brows are super important.
I like to do a little bit of dermaplaning. Now, dermaplaning is where you remove that fluff.
Yes, please. I've got Father Christmas's wife's beard.
And you know when you're sitting with your friends and you're having lunch,
and you're
going, all you see is this face of fur, and you're like,
I see it on myself.
I can't stand it. So I went and I got a very fancy gadget, Dermaflash, from Amazon America. It cost me a bomb.
Okay.
And then I promptly lost the charger. So now I don't know where the charger is.
Now it's just a display thing.
So I thought, let me go to Dischem and see what I can find. And I found these from, I think this is a Schick or one of those brands at Dischem. They're like little removable things. So you use them once, take them off. Then I found another little trimmer at Dischem, which was
with a battery and everything.
149 rand. Works just as well.
Can you do me?
I don't have my glasses on. I'll cut your jugular. But basically what it is just pulling your skin taut.
Yeah.
And then just
up.
Yeah, I do up. I'm sure people would say you should do down.
And what about the whole debate about it's going to make it grow back thicker and it's cuck?
No.
It's fine.
Unless you already have coarse dark hair.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, I've got this bum fluff.
Yeah, exactly. So it's never going to change texture. It's like that's not possible.
Okay.
I do feel like this is a game changer for also cell renewal and to get rid of dead skin cells. And I must be honest with you, I always use oil. This is an Esthedrem one. You can use any kind of
Wait, hold on. So you put the oil on first, and then you hold the skin tight,
yes.
and then you start shaving.
And then I use a mirror that times 10.
Okay.
So I can see what I'm doing.
Okay, that's good.
And I don't drink wine.
All very good tips.
Yeah, number one. Okay. Then in terms of like,
okay,
I like beauty on a budget as well. I have to be honest with you. I feel like some things you can't skim on.
Yes. So which ones can you not skim on?
The first thing that goes onto your skin once you wash it, you can't skim on. Whether it's a serum or a moisturizer or an eye cream. The first thing, that should be something that is truly remarkable. Okay. Because if you're going to put a barrier on and then put a moisturizer, it's not going to penetrate. Sure. And the other thing is that people don't know is that you could spend a fortune on skincare. And if the marketing's clever enough and it tells you you're going to look 12, you're going to buy into it. But what's the delivery system? Is it actually delivering to your skin? That's why I like brands that are based in science. You know, even the cheaper brands like La Roche-Posay, which I've discovered.
Amen, sister.
I mean, this is fantastic for, especially when you're going through hormonal changes, where your skin is like the Sahara.
Yeah.
I find if I put this over my serum and I let it doesn't really absorb, but I quite like to look a bit shiny.
Me too.
Like, give me the glow. I want to be visible from the moon. So this when I have peels or needle peels. But now actually, as I'm aging, I feel like I need this additional moisture. Me too. So, and it's also a wonderful barrier, and it's not going to cost you the bomb. If you want something that's a bit more fancy, that is life-changing. This is my third one I've bought. Wow. And because I needle and peel and laser at least every 6 weeks, I'm pedantic about that. I don't do ordinary facials anymore. I'm too old for that.
No.
I need to be pummeled.
Beautiful.
And the more kind of micro injuries you create to your skin, the more channels there are for product to absorb. So do your dermapen, do your needling.
Yeah.
Whatever is within your budget. Even if you do it 4 times a year, don't do ordinary facials past 40.
No,
Forget it. It's like a waste of energy.
It's just relaxing. That's
cutting corners. I don't know if you like to cut a corner.
Yes.
But I love cutting a corner.
Time saving, because money is time.
I'm just going to show you this on your skin quickly, because when I do my needling and my peel and all of these things, I like to still cover my skin to get rid of the red. So I've discovered...
it is the red.
Yeah. So I've discovered this is an American brand called Colorescience, which is completely breathable. But when you put it on your skin...
It's white.
It changes to your skin tone. And then that is your SPF, your skin barrier, and your tint in one go. And that is something that I always put on my hands, because I don't know if you see the granny hands happen. Yeah. And immediately my hands look a little bit more attractive. And then I always do a little bit on the neck. So what I often teach my clients, I know it's stupid, and they've got various shades, so it can give you a little bit of a glow as well. And then also to cut corners, I like to add things to my moisturizers. I like to add things to my foundation.
Tinted moisturizer.
It's a little apothecary of what I do. So often I'll use quite a fancy serum, and then I'll apply it with Cheap and Cheerful Wet and Wild. This is Discam. It's glorious. It's a dupe for Giorgio Armani. It's better than Giorgio Armani because it stays on.
You heard it here.
I'm going to be canned by them as a brand ambassador, but it's really worth the money to spend on this. And then you add a serum with it if you want the hydration. Or you put the serum on underneath, let it absorb. Always blot with the tissue first and then do your foundation.
So my next question, when you apply a moisturizer, do you do a sponge, a finger, a brush?
All right, depends on your skin type.
Really?
The weird thing is I've got about 3 different skin types. So I've got a very, very oily T-zone, very dehydrated here, and sub-Sahara at the bottom. So I tend to use different formulations. It's very technical, I know. But once you start learning about your skin, you'll realize there is no one thing that's going to treat your skin, because there's different areas of your face and different cycles in the month that you need to address. So oftentimes I'll look at my skin, I'll go, oh, no, today you need to look posh, okay? Then I'll go in with with the Dior Skin Glow, because that's got a glow in it. It's got the hydration in it, all right? Then I feel, okay, I'm going to go to a wedding and I want my foundation to last forever. But I want the glow. Wonderful. But if I want additional glow, I'll add a drop of serum. And this is quite a fancy one.
Loving your combination with serums and foundations.
Always. So honestly, if you want to save money and you want more bang for your buck, I'd invest in a full, medium to full cover foundation and an excellent serum. And then you can change the formulation.
Yeah.
And then
you can actually make more coverage and less coverage as you need.
And then you've got summer. Now your skin's changed, but you don't want to change your foundation. You don't want to buy a new one. You just buy a bronzing drop. These are my 3 favorites.
Oh, that's very genius.
I know. Because I'm actually quite secretly a cheapskate.
No, but I love that. I love that for us.
Yeah. So these, this is a drunk elephant. This is Westman Atelier. This is Azure Tan. This is actually a self-tan for the face. And what I love doing with the self-tan is I put a little bit on the back of my hand with a fluffy brush.
Okay.
And then I contour my face. So sometimes, the ladies that have got a bit of a, it's happening. I can feel it. You go in with the bronzer underneath, then you can actually contour your face. And then also what's important to remember is as you age, your bone density kind of shrinks. So the sagging skin is not just skin sagging, it's the fact that your bones are shrinking. So shame. Shame. Sometimes I sit at lunch and I go, oh God, if only. But anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So there's tricks. You know what I mean? It's all like playing with light and contour.
Of course.
At the end of the face, we're lucky we've got big cheekbones. We are so blessed.
Very, very lucky.
But in that, also this part of the skin tends to go lighter. Tends to sag. Yeah. So you play in that instance, I use a lighter shade of foundation here. I take a bit of a bronzer up and then I take my blush super, super high.
Gorgeous.
And because I'm super lazy, I would take, I'm just going to grab a brush quickly. I would take, so say I do my bronzer and I'm doing this quickly. I just take my brush and then I do it in my crease. I did it this morning, literally, while I was driving to school with the kids and I was using you just use that.
Brilliant.
And it's instantly, it creates a little bit of definition. Yeah. So,
and yet also looks
the best thing I'm going to teach you,
not having a whole face of makeup.
The biggest dupe is the cheapest dupe. Catrice Holiday Skin, all right. It is basically Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow.
No, stop.
I use this as a bronzer, a contour. I use it as an eyeshadow. I use this as a highlighter. It's the only thing I travel with. And you can do everything with this one single palette. It's brilliant.
So I'm going to this came on my way home.
And this is the one that I do that thing with. And I just go into the crease. Like you don't even have to look in the mirror.
Gorgeous.
And because I've got green eyes.
And would that cover many skin types? Or
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's 2 different depths.
Brilliant.
And this is the lighter of the 2.
Brilliant.
For us, how can I say, suntan challenged girls. And then, the other thing I wanted to run you by is what you put in is what you get out.
So obviously a healthy gut is a healthy person and a healthy skin. And it's a lot to do with our gut.
So what I've realized with our age is an omega is not negotiable. A high quantity omega, vitamin D, you've got to take 5,000 milligrams.
Yes.
So normally people would say 1,000 milligrams a night. You need to take 5,000. This really helps me sleep, and this really helps my bowels get going. I get a bit sluggish sometimes.
Brilliant.
I take a fortified omega, which is a higher dosage. I take 2.
Yeah.
So I've just doubled up on the things. The other thing I take is berberine for my joints.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the joints take a bit of a knock when you age, density, and I've just tripled this, which is fantastic.
And you take your supplements morning?
I've got handfuls in every handbag. I take them throughout the day. Or if in doubt, let's take a supplement.
Okay.
So I'm very consistent. That's another thing about beauty and skincare. It's consistency.
Yes.
There is nothing that's going to work unless you are dedicated like me. So dedication comes in many forms. This is my favorite dedication. Okay.
Guys.
This I walk around.
That is a look. Your husband must go out to bed at night.
So this is a red light. Laser mask.
He looks proper.
I'll go into the kitchen in the morning and the dogs go, so that is amazing. I do that every single day. And then in terms of getting moisturizing into the skin, you use do you know this Medicube?
I do not.
Okay, so this Medicube helps the product penetrate better into your skin. So the first time I used it, I never used it before, so I crank it up all the way to 5. I put my serum on and I'm doing a live video and I'm going. So all you do is you're meant to just circulate it. Wow, it was like someone electrocuted me. I was like, and I actually dropped a little bit of a swear word and I put it on as a blooper reel because it stimulates something, and like my face was going, and I realized I had to take my earrings out.
Whoa, okay.
But what I did was, for a week, because I'm dedicated, I did only one side of my face with the serum, applied with this, the other side I didn't.
Sure.
And there was definitely a difference in penetration. So
sure.
even from the tackiness, okay? What other, new face.
But Holden, can we get these things in South Africa?
Yes, this one is available from ARC.
Oh, I didn't even know ARC sold. Okay.
Korean Beauty. It's fantastic.
So okay.
Then there is something called New Face. I've had this gadget, I want to say, for 8 or 9 years. And this is also like a gua sha type of thing, but you can crank it up. I crank it up all the way.
Wow.
And while I'm cooking dinner, I'm literally standing there and doing a bit of lymph drainage.
Okay.
Fabulous. You know, especially if you have puffiness.
Yeah, and just for stress, actually.
Amazing. And then on the go hydration.
Wait, okay. One quick, the Korean Beauty. They are amazing.
Unreal. I have to say I'm not as well versed in it as my teenage daughters. So they only use Korean Beauty. And I have to say their skin is beautiful.
And their products are pure, clean.
Excellent. And we went to Japan about a year ago, and we literally went through every single pharmacy and bought all the Medicubes and all the different brands. And I think it's brilliant. So from a continual point of view for my teenagers, unreal. I haven't tried it, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Hyaluronic acid, skin plumper throughout the day. I keep one of these in my car. This is another one from Esthedrem.
Really?
Vichy does a beautiful one, as does Even. These are more, I would say, budget-friendly versions.
So nice.
And all this does is it, throughout the day, your skin feels a bit tight.
Because we lose hydration every minute.
100%. I just missed myself throughout the day. If you want to be a little bit fancy pants, you can do the Chanel one.
Oh, fancy pants.
It's like, you know, if you're sitting at lunch with your friends and you just want to impress them.
We need a moment like that.
But watch the hair, because it minces, you know. Okay, and then in terms of lip care, I've always got dry lips and I don't know what the hell's going on. So I use a lip scrub. This is a La Mer one. But what you could do if you want to do a dupe is you can just take, for instance, a spoolie with a little bit of lip balm and exfoliate your lips at night. And then this is a Laneige overnight lip balm mask, which is divine.
Yes.
But you can actually just use a La Roche-Posay and put it on your lips overnight. Because I find that's the one thing about aging is like, every part of my body is Sahara, you know. So let's just hydrate.
So I'm hearing a lot of exfoliate, and then hydrate, which starts actually in your
retinol is a must.
Yes.
And you need to work your way up.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to start, you know, like Des Fernandez from the Line always says, you start with the lowest dose and you get your skin familiar with it. And you don't have to use it every single day until your skin's ready.
Correct.
This is the most anti-aging of all products.
It's the Dermaglow one?
Not specifically Dermaglow, just I would say a retinol.
Okay, got you.
Nux does a beautiful one that's plant-based, that's really calm. And I've actually used that in between when I find proper retinol is too hectic. You could get something from the chemist called Retacnol, which is also 0.1, but you get different steps.
Okay. And also with your hormone changings, with menopause, etc., do you find the retinols and stuff sometimes can be a little bit hard?
Inflammatory.
And then you get that red thing. I had it all over my nose. I was thinking, what's going on? Am I allergic to something? And then, but it kind of goes in waves. Comes and goes.
You just have to consistently chip away and figure out what it is that works. And even if you have to alternate products, like sometimes your skin becomes super used to something, and then it becomes ineffective.
Null and void,
you know, like I take glutathione for 3 months, and then I stop taking glutathione for 3 months, and then when I start again, I can really see the benefits. Your body mustn't be that spoiled.
No, it's true.
You must make it work.
I almost feel the same with my shampoo.
Don't even talk about it.
Like in my shampoo and conditioner, and then it's,
I change my shampoo every month. Body. You know, I was talking earlier about the crepiness of the body. I've discovered the ordinary. I was looking
at that at ARC the other day.
I literally mix all three together. And then I put it on my body. I put it specifically in the areas, like, you know, you get the little bumps over here, and you get the crepiness. I mix all three. And what I love about the salicylic acid is it just gets rid of all the dead skins.
So it's almost another exfoliation, like a great exfoliation.
And then dry brushing. Every now and then, I'm not consistent with dry brushing. I find it very boring. There's nothing you can do. I don't know. But it really does get the circulation.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're not listening for that, you do body roll.
Circulate.
And you go and sit on a machine.
Your cells hoy.
And it rubs your bum through. It's wonderful. Okay, then
this is kind of new, I think, for Ordinary. And the Ordinary face stuff, also good though.
Fantastic.
And great price point.
Amazing.
Insane. Yeah, agreed.
Amazing. Agreed. And then don't forget your turkey neck. It's the bane of my life, but it is what it is.
But anyway, whatever.
This one is a Gatineau one, which is so lovely. I use it on my décolletage and my neck. And then if I want a real spoil, this is the Sensei.
Oh, this reminds me of our youth. Remember powder foundation?
Kanibo.
That's the one.
This I sleep with, and this I take when I travel. I decant a little bit, and I put it on my skin, and I fly with it.
Yeah, good hydration again.
Is
it insane?
Unreal. I look better than when I got on the plane.
Oh, right.
And then another really ridiculous thing, but I'm so tired of women taking terrible selfies of our age. Get yourself a selfie light, right? And then you clip it onto your, this is like a disco now, but you clip it onto your phone, take a picture of your friends. The lighting.
It is all about lighting.
Can I just talk about lighting?
Yes.
Because it's a real problem. Sometimes I go to restaurants and the light's from above and I go,
I know. You can just want to quit.
I'm not going in there.
Yeah, no, true.
We have to go somewhere else. And then my husband goes, sorry, my wife doesn't like the lighting. We're going to leave.
So it's super important.
Just remember at our age, find the light. Yeah. Find the good light, because there's nothing worse than people taking pictures of you and the light's horrible and it emphasizes every...
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Lighting is everything. Lighting and hydration. Oh, hydration is the other thing I was going to tell you about. So I have a sugar-free, where is it? Over here. A sugar-free little hydration that I drink after I train. Then I take a bit of creatine, which I find really hydrates.
I've heard of this.
And this is sugar-free, which is brilliant. So much better. Because
into
you don't want to
lovely
spike
water.
your insulin or anything like that. And then also invest in a 3D mirror that makes you look ridiculous, so you can actually see.
Being able to keep aware of what you're actually doing to yourself is very important.
It's like, oh God.
Often I see ladies who haven't blended, so they just put the foundation on and it stops here.
That's me.
But because we can't see, so no one's judging. I just think get it times 10.
Get it times 10.
Yeah,
and keep it in your bag all the time.
Yes,
honestly, I cannot tell you how many times I've done TV interviews or something, and there's like a bogey. And no one tells you, because how do you tell someone you don't know? Sorry.
Well, you most definitely would. Yeah. Tell me, eyelash curlers.
Okay, so eyelash
to
curlers.
Curl or not to curl?
So I've been curling lashes since before I was born.
You have, yeah.
But some people don't like the eyelash curlers. So I found this toy, and it's a rubber eyelash curler, 149 rand from Discount.
Stop! I'm so excited.
I used to use my Dyson hairdryer and then blow dry my lashes up with mascara on.
Girl.
And then I thought, I can't stop. I can't keep doing this. It looks so strange. Then I found this little gadget, and it's rubber, so it can't actually damage, and you can just recharge it. There's no batteries.
I don't know. How would you work that?
So you just put it on, and the lights come on, and then before you put your mascara on, you just brush your lashes up, put your mascara on, and then brush them up again. And then that way, your lashes, my lashes have memory, like my hair. Oh. If I don't curl it, and I put the mascara on, it's just going to go back down. Yeah. So, and also using the permanent lashes, like the perming, just destroyed my lashes. Yeah. So I thought, no, I need something else. And the rubber one doesn't heat up.
I'm so happy I asked you. That's brilliant. I'm so getting one of those. That's so exciting. There's so many.
Yeah, so many gadgets, isn't there?
And the Bobbi Brown one there,
Okay, so this is your idiot's eyeshadow, all right? I'm going to just show you
how quick.
This. This is for idiots.
Because you know what the other thing is that I feel that when I wear mascara and my eye makeup, I've dropped Ella at school, got to the factory, and by 9:15, it's gone.
Okay, idiot proof.
Okay, let's do it.
Now, if hooded eyes, actually any eyeshadow, you literally, this is Bobbi Brown taupe. I do that. I go in with a big brush, no mirror needed.
Go buy this also.
And I just buff it out. And that's your eye makeup.
Love.
Done.
Obsessed already.
Definition done.
No, obsessed already.
Look how easy that is. And taupe suits every eye color, every shape.
And it looks soft.
Yeah.
It doesn't look anon. And like, I have eye pencils, which I always go blunt and they break off. And
yeah. And then in terms of eyeliner, often ladies put the eyeliner on the top.
Yeah.
I find it quite aging, and I find it very old school. So what I do is when I look in the mirror, I would take a waterproof eyeliner. I love the Chanel Espresso. I never do black.
Yes.
Even on my darker skin tones, I would use a charcoal, a navy, a teal, or a brown. Black is great for the evening. I don't find it as beneficial because it doesn't really contrast on the eye color. So if you have blue eyes, go with a warm brown. Same with green eyes. Doesn't mean that you can't, with brown eyes, can't do brown. You can.
No, sure.
But more optimum would be a cooler color because it's color contrasting.
Exactly. And color wheel. Same in fashion, same in makeup. Beautiful, beautiful.
So when you're doing your eyeliner, instead of going like on top, I always look down and then I draw in between my lashes.
Yeah.
And then I just smudge with my finger.
Okay.
So it's a slightly more lived-in, effortless, softer look. Because the harder you go with lines,
especially
can
the
be
older
quite
we are.
aging. And then don't be afraid to overline the lips. You're going to die if you see what my lips look like without lip liner. It's like,
I don't believe you. You've got beautiful lips. But it is, we can be out the lines.
Oh, 100%. And always find your perfect nude. Now, Bobbi Brown always said your perfect nude is one shade deeper than your actual lip color. Okay. Clarins lip liner, this is nude beige.
Oh, that looks also delicious.
That's all I wear. I just put that on with lip balm. Okay. I don't actually wear lipstick.
No, we don't need to anymore.
And then sometimes I blend out the edges to make it look a bit more modern.
Okay.
But that's the one way I feel to keep your lipstick on all day.
Okay.
And you don't ingest. You know, I'm going to tell you a scary fact. Women in a lifetime, average woman, ingest a liter of lipstick in their lifetimes. So think about the chemicals.
Oh, poor guts.
Think how much stuff is going in your body. So
great.
I always opt for cleaner lip balms, cleaner lipsticks if I can.
Yeah.
Same goes with fragrance. I go more towards the natural fragrance because it's an endocrine disruptor. So you've got to be careful of all those chemicals on your body.
Organ of our body, yeah.
So I used to spray it on my hair, and then I realized my hair was drying out. Then I sprayed it on my clothes, and I had stains. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to find a natural fragrance. Yeah. This is like a jasmine one. You can't get this in South Africa, so don't get excited.
I shouldn't mean that.
It's from Australia.
Okay.
But there are beautiful natural versions. And I feel
we'll try and find some.
Try and phase out all the chemicals.
Agreed.
I'm trying to use all my chemical candles and swap over to soya candles, just like better choices. Yeah. But also I try and have a rule of don't buy something new until the last thing is finished.
Yeah, also very good.
Or you donate. So I donate a lot.
Brilliant.
And before you ask, I've already donated this year, so don't ask me for free stuff.
Won't do. Okay. And then last, mascara.
Okay.
That doesn't move, but it's, I don't know about waterproof.
Sensai 38 degree mascara.
Okay.
So what it is a tubing mascara. Now, tubing mascara means it's not waterproof, but it actually coats your lashes. And it only comes off with warm water over 38 degrees, which means you can swim to Robben Island and back, and your mascara will be perfect.
Fabulous.
And if you blow dry it with your Dyson, even better because it's heat activated.
Oh, stop! And girls, I'm going to do a whole thing of me.
And if you want a cheapie, can't go wrong with Essence.
Okay.
I love an Essence mascara. I use it in my professional kits. Wonderful. Waterproof one's excellent. Use an oil to remove it though.
Okay.
Another thing with your makeup, always double cleanse. So use a balm and an oil first. Elemis, Rose, my best.
Yes.
The other one that's also beautiful is the Esthedrem oil and the Bioderma oil. It's beautiful. Massage it into your skin and then use something that's slightly more foamy.
Brilliant.
Sulfate-free though.
Okay.
And then you do that every morning and every evening because overnight your skin is getting rid of all the dead skin.
Exactly.
So splashing it with water is ineffective.
Not good enough.
No, you have to wash your face. That's something I learned from a very well-known dermatologist. Said no, you have to. And also, don't smoke.
Don't smoke. No, it's not great.
Smoking just null and voids all of this. Yeah. I wish I didn't smoke in the 90s. Can you imagine how cute I would be now?
You're still so like cute and delicious and adorable. Well, thank you. Thank you. No, it's exciting, and I feel like I'm going to go shop. So amazing. So nice to catch up with you, and thank you for all your information and Karen being as gorgeous and glamorous and successful and beautiful as you are. Thank you.